On paper, I'm living the dream. I'm 27, I'm a dentist, I make around 100k a year. That's the life everyone tells you you want. Good job, good money, sorted. And I'm leaving. I'm planning to pack up and get out of the UK completely. Probably somewhere like Thailand. And people hear that and think I've lost it. Why would you leave a 100k job? Why would you leave the UK? So let me actually explain it. Because the dream, on paper, and the real life you're living are two completely different things. Here's the first problem, and it's a big one. Tax. In the UK, it does not matter how much you earn. You get taxed so hard you're basically capped. Whether you're on 50k or 100k, by the time they've taken their cut, you're left with nothing than what you initially started with. Like, I make 100k. That sounds amazing, isn't it? It's decent, I'm not going to sit there and pretend it's not. But the amount that actually lands in my account after the cut, after all the taxes and everything, it doesn't match the number that initially went into my account. Not even close. So you're doing all this hard work, all these years of studying and all this stress, and the system just takes a massive chunk before you even see it. That's the first thing that made me go, hang on, what am I actually doing this for? Then there's other stuff, the stuff that's harder to put into numbers, but it actually hits harder. The weather here. It sucks. It literally sucks. Grey, cold, dark, half of the year. You go to work in the dark, you come back in the dark, and it wears you down over time. You don't even notice it. But it's just this low-level depressing thing sitting on top of everything. And it's not just the weather. The whole environment here feels really heavy. Everything's expensive. Everyone is stressed. Everyone's a bit miserable. It's not exactly an inspiring place to build a life. Honestly, it can feel a bit soul-draining. So you put it all together. High salary, high tax, grey skies, expensive everything, and you start to realize the dream life isn't really a dream. It's just a nicer looking version of being stuck in the system. And that's the thing that flipped for me. I always thought that once you hit a certain salary that you'd be happy. That was the goal. Hit 6 figures and life sorts out itself. So once I hit it, I looked around and went, is this it? Because I'm earning what I'm supposed to earn, but I'm not really happy. Still capped by tax, still stuck under grey skies and surrounded by miserable and depressed people, trading my whole time and energy in the day for a salary. So essentially, my salary went up, but my quality of life did not. That's when it clicked. It was never about the salary, it's about the life that you live. And the life over here, even on good money, just is not a good one that I want. So this is where somewhere like Thailand comes in. Here's the simple version. My money goes so much further over there. Rent, food, everything day-to-day spending. That's a fraction of what it actually costs over here. So the same money, or even less, buys you a completely different lifestyle. Better weather obviously, warm, sunny, none of this grey nonsense. Lower cost of living so you're not being squeezed constantly. And just a lighter, more relaxed way of living. So instead of being a 100k guy who feels average in the UK, I could be living really comfortably over there on way less. That's the trade I actually want. Not more money, more life for the money I've got. Now I know what some people are gonna say. You're running away. The grass is not greener. You'll get there and it'll all be the same. And look, fair point. I'm not saying Thailand's perfect or that everywhere abroad is magic. Nowhere is perfect. But this isn't me running from a bad life. I've got a good job. I'm fine. That's the whole point. I'm not escaping failure. I'm choosing something better on purpose. I'd rather try it and find out than sit there listening to what other people have to say about it. And for the next 30 years just wondering what if. Because the thing I'm actually scared of is not moving abroad and it not working. It's staying here on this exact salary in this grey little routine until I'm 50 and realizing I never even tried. Because at the end of the day, this was never about chasing money. I've already got money. That's what makes this obvious. It's about quality of life. Sunshine, space, time, better people. Not feeling drained the second you look out the window. Not handing half of everything you earn and feeling limited anyways. The UK gave me a good salary and a depressing life to spend it in. Somewhere like Thailand offers a smaller number but an actually good quality life. And when you put it like that, it's not even a hard choice. So yeah, that's why I'm leaving. Not because I'm broke, not because I failed, but because the dream on paper turned out to be pretty depressing in real life. And I'd rather go build a better life somewhere else. And this channel is actually part of the plan. The goal is to grow and use that to fund the move. So it's not just some dream. It's the actual vehicle that gets me out. Right now it's tiny, like 7 subscribers. But everyone starts somewhere. So I'm documenting the whole thing here. The plan, the move, building it up so I can actually do this properly. If you feel stuck in the same boat, decent money, miserable life, quietly thinking about getting out, subscribe and follow along because you'll literally be helping fund the escape that you just watched me explain. And I'm doing it from the very start. But I want to know what you think. Am I mad for leaving 100k or would you do the exact same thing? Tell me in the comments below. See you in the next one.